Welcome students. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the principle of arc welding, how electric arc is generated, and also we discussed the purpose of the the meaning of the name shielded metal arc welding process. So as I said, there is a flux which is used, as you can see here, a coating blue line. Actually, what it indicates is that it's a coating of flux. So the purpose of flux is to supply carbon dioxide which surrounds the welding region and prevents the oxidation of metal. So then in the gas welding, I discussed the purpose of filler rod. So the same role is played by this electrode. So this electrode is actually called as a consumable electrode. So the general meaning of consuming means you are using something. So here consumable electrode means that this electrode will be used during the welding process. So what it indicates is that the electrode will be melted and utilized as a filler rod during the welding process. So this electrode actually plays a dual role. One, it supplies electric current. Two, it acts as a filler rod. So when two metal plates are joined together, if some excess material is needed, it can be supplied using this electrode. So it will become shorter in size during the welding process. So hence the electrode will be the same material as that of the material which is welded. Example, if you are using if you are melting mild steel, if you are welding mild steel, then the electrode will be mild steel. If you are using a cast iron electrode, what happens? It may not mix properly with the welding materials and it may cause crack. So whichever material you are welding, the same material should be used as the electrode. So the electrode is a consumable electrode. That's regarding the purpose of electrode. Then getting to the next thing, which is what happens during the welding process. So what happens is the metal is melted, filler rod provides excess material, and then they are joined together once it solidifies. So gas welding equipment can be used for both cutting as well as joining. But here the arc welding equipment can only be used for joining, because it cannot be used for cutting, because the electrode is a consumable electrode. That is one of the major difference between the gas welding and the arc welding. Another major difference is that arc welding is predominantly used to weld ferrous materials like iron, steel, different types of steels can be welded using the arc welding process, whereas gas welding is predominantly used to join low temperature materials like zinc, copper, brass, bronze, aluminium can be welded using gas welding, whereas arc welding is predominantly used for welding high temperature materials like steel, alloys of steel can be welded using this arc welding process. So based on the temperature, arc welding has higher temperature compared to gas welding. As you can see here, the temperature in the arc welding is around 5000 degrees Celsius, whereas if we take the arc welding temperature, the temperature will be around just 3500 degrees Celsius. But here the temperature is around 5000 degrees Celsius, and hence it's used in different commercial applications also. So in commercial applications, different type of arc welding is used, which we'll discuss in the next lecture video. So now we'll see a little bit of assessment. What type of electric current is used? It's either AC, DC, or both AC and DC. So the answer is both AC as well as DC current can be used. When distortion of workpiece occurs, distortion is actually change in shape of workpiece. So when shape change occurs, when stress is applied to the material. Here Only way you can apply stress to the material is by increasing the temperature. So when excessive current is used, then distortion takes place. Similarly, if improper clamping is done, then distortion takes place. If you are applying higher load in the clamping, then distortion may occur. So the answer will be use of excessive current. So there are two types of currents used in the arc welding process. One is alternating current, another one is direct current. So based on the type of application which we are using for welding, it may vary. So if you use direct current, as you can see, it is used because if you need a less splatter, which is a splatter of material, better control. If you need better control, then you can go for direct current. So direct current, two types of direct current applications are available. One is straight polarity, another one is reverse polarity. So in the straight polarity, what happens is that the workpiece will be positive, electrode will be negative. If you take the reverse polarity, it is opposite. What happens is that the electrode will be positive and the workpiece will be negative. So both applications are used depending upon the type of current which is needed, type of penetration which is needed. Higher penetration is needed, you can go for reverse polarity. If lower penetration is sufficient, then you can lower penetration and high accuracy is needed, then you can go for forward polarity. So that is regarding the arc welding process. I hope you understood this arc welding process. Thank you, students.